So could you just like break down what this display is all about?
It's in celebration of the Day of the Dead, Mexican tradition that we have for to uh, to remember the people, the loved ones that go passed away already. Usually, everybody like do an altar to remember their family members. This goes November 2nd. Every November 2nd is the Day of the Dead in Mexico, so it's very traditional, very from our culture, you know.
Yeah. And what are the flowers? Like they're marigolds, right?
Yeah, marigolds. That's the flower. Supposedly, for Mexicans, that's the flower for the dead. Like, it's very representative for knowing, for the Day of the Dead, for the people who passed away. Usually, that's what normally what they put on the altars every time, like when they make an altar.
Mm-hmm. And the food is also for the dead.
Yeah, like well, the tradition says like supposedly you have to make three different levels on the altar. In the first level, you put food and everything the person who died used to like, like supposedly because supposedly when you make an offering like this, like the spirit of the person comes and visit you, visit the family, to visit the altar and everything. So they put the food supposedly because like to in memory for what they used to like their favorite food. And on the second level you put stuff that belongs to the person, like stuff that they use, or if they like something particular, like something very, like that's where you put it on the second level. You have to have like the skulls, like you have to have like all over around the altar, candles, the bread. The bread also is very traditional.
And then the dog food and water.
Yeah, that's because this altar is in memory of my service dog. That's the picture right there.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I put the dog food and the water for him. Over there we have like all his I can show you over here. He was my service dog, and like he got killed recently. So that's his leash, his name tag, and his harness, some medals that he has.
What are the medals for?
For his, like I said, he was a service dog.
Oh, so he was in combat?
No, he was just a service dog, like a personal service dog. My son has he gets epilepsy.
Yeah.
So like that was for my son.
Sorry for your loss. I know you really cared for him a lot.
Yeah, we miss him a lot. We have pictures of all the good memories that we have with him, me and my son. So this is all the pictures that like a little bit of the story, all the good memories we have with him. You want me to bring this? Oh. I can bring it to you. Oh.
So here's all the photos of your dog. I see you gave him badges: patrol, bestie, best in show, and here he is in snow. Wow.
Yeah, we went through a lot. This is the picture of him like when he was a puppy.
Oh wow.
We had him for 12 years. 12 years, so this is when he was just a baby.
What's this right here? Service dog.
His
full access required by law. So this is what a service dog certificate looks like. I've never seen one of these before, but they're pretty cool. Wow.
That's just a copy of it. Like the original one is inside of the frame over there. This is just a copy.
So we have the traditional marigold flowers. We have a plastic skull, cucumber. ¿Tú puedes hablar español y dígame qué este es? Todo es en español.
Okay, well, las calaveras son representativas pues del altar de muertos. They represent like the dead basically, and then you have to put like several like all the way around the altar. Candles are very important to light up the altar. It looks usually like it looks very very cool at nighttime because it's only light up by candles, little candles. So you see candles everywhere. So at nighttime it looks really really cool. Hopefully you can stop by one of these days at nighttime and you can see the difference. It looks really bright and really different from right now. But yeah, like candles. Oh, also the Katrina. That's very very popular for the altar. It's like like they say that like supposedly it's making fun of the dead. But it's not making fun. It's just like to me it's not making fun because it's not funny. Like who likes to nobody likes when somebody dies, like a loved one or anything. But like we all gonna get there someday.
So it's kind of like laughing with them, not at them.
Yeah, laughing with them, like celebrating the Day of the Dead. You have to have water is very important. Like that's
Pearl Peril?
Yeah, a pack of cigarettes. Like usually also, like I said, on the second level, you put all the items that the dead person used to like. In this case, it's not only for my dog; it's also for my aunt, who passed away 2 years ago.
Oh, I see.
And then that's why I have those items. She used to smoke and then she used to drink once in a while. Here's her little bottles of drink alcohol. Like he used to love fruit, like all kinds of fruit.
Chocolate,
yeah.
very cool. And here is the ashes of your dog.
Yeah, no, actually, like those are my aunt's ashes.
Oh.
Like also my dog, like we're gonna put him there too, so as soon as we get him. But we haven't have him yet. Like we haven't get them yet.
Was it your dog who died on May 28th?
Yeah.
May 28th.
Well, they killed him.
2024. That's a weird coincidence. I turned 20 years old on May 28th, 2024.
Really?
Yeah. So the day I turned 20, your dog died. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
well, to me, it was a really, really sad day. It was one of the worst days of my life.
I'm sorry about that.
I had him for 12 years. 12 years. 12 years he was with us.
Stuffed animal for the dog too.
Yeah.
And then over here we got a workbench.
That one is also my aunt. She used to like sit down, read the Bible, and then work on it, like do Bible study, and drink her coffee every morning. So this is like like to represent some of the stuff that she used to like.
Are you religious?
Yeah. I don't really like I don't believe that much anymore as I used to, but like yeah, I'm religious. Everybody has to have some sort of like beliefs or something that you believe in, something that you trust, or something that you. I used to be a Catholic, but not anymore. Like at this point, I'm like like neutral. Like I don't know.
Kind of just. Well, I like to call it like religion curious.
Yeah.
You respect it and you learn about it.
Yeah, I mean, I know that there is something. Everybody has like someone that they believe in or they pray to, and everybody should have somebody to thank for everything or to everything what happened to us, even though sometimes it's impossible.
When will this camp be destroyed?
Well, according to the employees from the city, they give us until the 21st to remove everything, which I don't, I think is really bad because the celebration of this is actually until November the 2nd, very close to. But they told us, actually today they came over and told us like that we have until the 21st to remove everything, and they say after the 21st they're gonna come and remove everything. Destroy everything, and it's really sad. Like I mean, because this is actually it's not done yet. Like I mean, we're still working on it. I mean, I'm still gonna keep working. Even though they told me like that I have until the 21st to remove it. I'm still gonna keep working to see how far I can get it to to be done. And if they want to destroy it, like I guess it's whatever. Like this is my religion. This is my culture. This is what I believe into. But like if they don't respect that, I guess. But we'll see what happens.
So 12 days from now, because today is the 9th.
Yeah.
They're planning on destroying it. And then basically 2 weeks after the date that it's being destroyed is the Dia de los Muertos. So I know you've been here for a little bit of time, like a couple weeks, right?
2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks. So
Working on this, yeah.
did you try asking for an extension so you could celebrate Dia de los Muertos here?
I did. I tried, but like the person who came over to inform me that that I have until the 21st. He was very like he didn't want to cooperate. He didn't want to take any considerations. Even though I told him he's also Mexican, so he should know better than Dia de los Muertos is on the 2nd of November, and then he gave me until the 21st to remove everything. He came over along with the highway patrol to let me know that they were gonna remove this on the 21st.
Did you try reasoning with him, being like, hey man, there's lots of camps around here all throughout along the highway and in every nook and cranny of the parks, right? And there's just piles and piles of garbage. Like along the creeks, for example, you'll find camps that I have experience with. I've seen the camps there for multiple years on end, and there's layers and layers and layers of trash.
I know, I did try to explain, me and my son, we've been working on here, before we got here, this place was a complete mess, full of garbage, completely full of garbage. As you can see on the side of the road, everything. We have been sweeping and cleaning everything. And he said oh, it looks very clean and everything, but you still have to move out. This is a state property. And then I know that this is a state property. I'm not trying to take over, or I'm not trying to stay here, permanently or live here. I know this is state property, but since I'm going through a situation right now, I don't have nowhere else to stay. I have nowhere to go. And then I tried to explain that I'm not trying to make any mess, or I'm not planning to leave a mess in here or anything. But he didn't want to cooperate or help me out on giving an extension until I also told him that I'm working on my case. I have a legal case going on, and then hopefully get resolved before that. But I don't know. Right now it's taking long time for the process. Every process takes a long time, but so I don't know when my case is going to be resolved, but he told me on the 21st he's going to come in and remove all this. That's
really hard for me to hear because I go to school up there and I've walked around this area, and I can tell you a month or two ago, there's a lot of trash around here. It's on the side of the road. There's literally trash, all around this area. I mean, at our side of the freeway is loaded with plastic bags, right? And here, there's hardly any trash. I can tell that this place is being, taken care of, and it doesn't make sense why they would want to destroy it, and it doesn't make sense why they wouldn't want to give you just a tiny bit of leeway.
According to them, the people from the owners from those apartment buildings, they are the first people who were complaining and who didn't want us to be here, supposedly because every time the homeless people come here, they make a mess and everything. So they told me personally that they were the first people who complained, and they want us to be removed as soon as possible. So I don't know why. I don't know. I try to explain. We're humans too. I'm just going through a bad situation right now. What would you do in my if you were in my position? What would you do? I cannot disappear. I have to be somewhere. And then I'm trying to work my best I can to resolve my case, but I don't know. We've been working really hard, me and my son, to do this because as you can see in here, we don't have water, we don't have electricity. It's really hard to be here. Also there's a lot of homeless people, or a lot of people stealing from us. We've been robbed several times already at nighttime in here, and it's really hard. This is not easy. So you not only have to deal with the situation that you're going through, but also with with the people who you have to be dealing with the people who doesn't like you to be here. So it's kind of double struggling that I'm going through. One, my situation and my issues that I have, and two, dealing with the people who doesn't like homeless people for some reason.
Have you been houseless before like this?
Never. This is my first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you were evicted, and this is the first place you've gone to?
Oh no! The first place that I tried was a park nearby my house. The same day we got evicted also. They told us to have to leave from there. And I thought since this was a very very hiding spot, very dirty spot, I thought that nobody was gonna notice it. But once I start cleaning it and start setting up all this for the Day of the Dead, in memory of my dog and my aunt. Like they start like complaining, but like I said, like the highway patrol told us that like the owners of this building across the street is the ones who like they don't want us to be here, and they're the ones who've been complaining every day, I guess, making phone calls and complaints about us. So that's why we got to move.
Here, let's go check out that sign that you made. Here we go, okay. So it reads, "Hello everyone, I'm sorry if it bothers you that I'm here, temporary. I am not planning on staying here permanently, just waiting on the government to resolve my case, and I will be out. Also, I'm sorry if the trees and plants bother you. I'm just trying to make the place nicer in memory of my service dog who was killed here. Thank you for understanding." Yeah. I mean, honestly, if it was me and I lived up there, I would be like, oh wow, this right here, this is a pretty nice view. Like, I like this kind of stuff. I mean, it even has a little smile on its face, right?
Yeah.
Sonrisa?
Yeah, sonrisa. That's the Katrina like that I was telling you, like you know, making fun of, not making fun. I mean, laughing with the dead. But yeah, like they tell us that the people across the street are the one who doesn't want us to be here. Like I honestly don't understand. You know, like we've been planting trees, like, and like, also we have to carry, because like we don't have water in here too, and we have to water the trees also. So we've been carrying the water from all the way over there from the other park all the way over here. It's really hard, you know, to. We also put a sign that like if anybody wants to help us, like they can bring us some water if they could, because like these plants they need a lot of water, you know, like if not they die very very easily with the sun.
Wow. And I have to ask, what's the significance of the mirror?
The mirror, like it's like supposedly like when the spirit of the person comes to visit the altar, it's so they can recognize, you know, they can recognize that there is them, like this is their like this is belongs to them, or this is where they used to be. Mm-hmm. Actually, this was my aunt's mirror, so I put it here because, like, you know, like you have to put like stuff that belongs to the person who died. So this was my aunt's mirror. She used to, that's what she used to have in her room.
Wow.
It's an antique piece.
Yeah, it looks pretty old. How old is it?
I have no idea, to be honest, but at least it's like more than 60 years, 70 years.
If you were to ask the community for like one thing, like in terms of the kind of support you can get with the legal issues and the kind of support with camping, what would you ask for?
Well, first of all, I would ask to put themselves like just for a minute on our feet. Like, I mean, what would they do? You know, if this was their situation, like, because you know, like this can happen to anybody. Anybody can become homeless for whatever reason. Like this is like this can happen to anybody. Like, so first of all, I would ask for understanding. You know, like and being a little bit like, what would they do if they were in our situation? And second of all, like to just like, I mean, to see, you know, I'm not making any mess. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not robbing nobody or anything. I'm just trying to like fix my issues, fix my problem, and then try to like find a place that I can live with my son. Like, I mean, I'm struggling a lot. Like, I'm a single parent. Like, my son's mother passed away recently with COVID, and I'm struggling. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now. So like, it's not easy. And like I said, like you don't have to only like deal with the situation, but also with the people that doesn't like that we're here. So it's really hard. So I just, if anybody like can help us with anything, like, I mean, right now we really need anything, like anything is really like a big help, especially if like legal advices or what can I do, because I really try like to do whatever I could on my own, but like it's really hard. Like I told you, like I don't want to like go into details of my case right now, but but yeah, like hopefully people can understand that we're not trying to make anything like this is something like it's history, it's culture, like it's it's our belief, something that we believe into, and so I don't know if you read that sign over there, like it's really like something that it says una persona que no sabe de su pasado, su cultura y sus tradiciones es como un árbol sin raíz, which means like a person that doesn't know their past, their culture, and then their traditions. It's like a tree with no roots, because if you don't know anything about your traditions and your past and your culture, like you have to know, like what's your culture, your traditions, and then your past, like where you came from and everything. So this is like part of my tradition, Mexican tradition, and the Mexican culture. The Day of the Dead.
Heck, I mean, I support it because, I would much rather have, this right here as a view, like as for the fellows up here, like I would much rather have this as my view than complete emptiness, like over there, like for example, we have just plastic bags, all right? Like that's what we're looking at over here, just plastic bags. So, I mean, I would much rather have this, a little bit of social activism, a little bit of awareness about stuff, a little bit of art, much better than what we're seeing in many places along creeks or along rivers, all across the county, just layers and layers of trash and people who are on drugs and they're not taking care of the land. Over here we have somebody who's sober and they're making an effort to better themselves, and that needs recognition, especially in comparison to, again, all these people who are just making a mess in the creeks. I mean, the police and who was it that asked you to leave? It was a highway patrolman?
Oh yeah, highway patrol, because this is state property.
State property, so like the highway patrol, it would be nice if they could work with different organizations and making some of these spaces more accessible, because when you have somebody like Miguel who is willing to take care of the land, then I mean I don't see a reason why as to not let him do that, because nothing bad is going on here. It's clean. We got trees planted. We got flowers planted. There really isn't any issue. So heck man, things are a bit weird. Feels like a bit of a double standard.
I think they tell us to start packing, so like it's really messy right now, so yeah.
Looks pretty good to me.
And then plus also, like I said, we're still working on the altar, like so it's kind of like everything is everywhere, like it's the altar is not completely yet, like it's not done, so we're gonna try to see if I can finish it, like at least so we can have, I don't know for how long it's gonna last before they can come and take it down.
I don't see a reason as to not let him be here. This is like one of the more clean kept camps I've seen. As we can see, a fire occurred here a while ago, huh?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
I have no idea. Like they told me that it was not too long ago, like probably a year. Like the homeless people who used to be here, like they set fire to two trees. There is one tree right there, and there's another one right here. Mm-hmm. They set fire to the trees, and like everything got burned under the bridge.
Wow. So that's what happens with the wrong people. The bridge will be made charred because people are lighting fires, they're doing drugs, and that's what happens, But when you have the right people out here, we got, a pretty nice tiny home over here. Like, looks pretty good, well kept. We got trees planted. We got very few trash, very few. Not much garbage on the ground at all. And then we have a nice altar. And, again, we got that spooky lady over there. I don't see the problem,
Well, the problem, like, it's for that people out there.
Yeah, see, these guys over here, they're just whining because they got nothing better to do,
I just hope that they never be in my situation, like, because everyone is liable to, like, to be on this situation, like,